Hey, what's up, guys? Your boy, the Nature Boy here, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about a particular bait that I like to use, that I like to throw. It looks good in the water. It matches the hatch, and it's an all-around great bait. And I was going around looking for some baits to use at Bass Pro Shops, and I want something realistic that fits in, that blends in with the environment. And so, Strike King. Perfect plastic, the clear bait. You know, it was an option for me because I knew that I knew what I wanted when I was coming to shop and what type of bait that I wanted to use. So, and also the way I like to use it, I put it on a drill in 2-3 aught hook, weighted. I drill that bad boy in, I use it. It's a great bait, and I love the flappy tail. Pretty cool bait. I love the flappy tail, gives that bait some action, and it's so clear. If you look at that, see through it, mimics, you know, shad, you know, little small bait fish, and I like that. And also another lure I like to use with Strike King. It's a favorite of mine. You know, it's one of those baits I like to use, and it's a really cool bait. The Colorado blade. It's a cool, versatile bait. I mean, you can throw it like they say in cover, rough area, bounce off a lot of things. You can use it in dark water, clear water, and it's just something I really like to use. And of course, I was strolling down the aisle and I was trying to figure out, you know, what I wanted to use, how I wanted to use it, and I wrote up on Strike King. We are here at Tuckaseegee Park, and we're about to hit this bank and do some serious fishing and figure things out and put things together. And so we are ready. Let's get it popping. Hey, what's up, guys? We're here at Tuckaseegee Park, and we're about to get things popping. I only got a little bit of time before I have to head out of here, so not going to be able to do the thorough fishing that I usually do. So we're going to go ahead and get things started. We're going to start off with my favorite. Let's get it. My favorite, the KVD Perfect Plastic Clear Bait. Also on the KVD Colorado blade. So let's get that cracking. With Colorado blade, I basically let that just sink all the way to the bottom, and then I start just to reel that in, and that's basically simple, like a slow reel. And on my third cast, I speed it up, just to change the retrieve a little bit. That's just a basic retrieve, and also the KVD is on a trailer, so working that trailer a little bit. Come back here and just kind of work on things because it's a new area for me. I'm looking for a place on Fish Brain. I came across this place, so I'm going to be doing some film here at Tuckaseegee Park, and trying to break things down and make things happen. One more cast with the Colorado blade. I'm sinking. I'm gonna do a switch. I'm gonna switch her up and throw also another KVD lure. It's a square bill, and it's swivel hooked on. It's meant to mimic a brim, the color. Nice color. I go for the color as far as lures and baits, and also all of my rods are medium light rods, and so let's get some square bill action going. Square bill is simple, you just reel it in. I'm reeling it slowly. Not much to this bait. I just lost my nice lure that quick. I lost that quick. Woo! All right, we're gonna switch over to using the crawl on that black jig head. This jig head is meant to get around stumps or little light cover and stuff like that. And the little flashy flash stuff here is just for extra show. I'm using a crawl, a nice crawl on a black jig head. So we're gonna get that going, and also I'm throwing, of course, the Guggen bait. I throw this all the time. It's a crackhead crawl, pure passion. I work this bait a lot, and you're gonna be seeing this a lot on my channel. So let's get that going. All right, let's get this this jig head popping. We're gonna do some ground and pound action. Work this crawl. And see what we can get at the bottom. Oh my goodness, that was a big fish. Just came up. He might take a swipe at that ground and pound action. That was a big fish, man. That was a big fish. I'm wondering if he might take a swing at that. So with the like I said, this is for getting around wood, stumps, light cover, jig head. But the way I'm moving this crawl, oh look at this, it's busting again. It's basically on the ground, really light, really slow. Just like a crawl, just letting it sit. Give it 2 pops, let that sit for about not long, for a second. But I'm feeling the ground at bottom to see if where I'm at. That all comes with, I mean, a lot of things, variables come with it, but make sure you're still hitting the bottom and moving that bait along. As you can see it, so the way it moves, just like a crawl. Just you have to get that popping like a crawl. Just light pops like that. And it's how you want that bait to move, and you know, so that fish can lock in and think it's a crawl. A real crawl. All right. So this kind of bait you can take your time on, man, and really move that. It's all about the light pop, keeping it at the bottom as much as possible. I do 2 pops, let it sit, kind of rest a little bit. Not too much. Keep it steady with this current. Have to keep it a lot more steady. But that was a big fish, a big blow up. I'm gonna switch up my retrieve a little bit. Just doing 1 pop. Oh, I'm hung up. God darn it. I did not want to lose. I did not want to lose that jig head. But I think its stickaroo. Oh man. I was telling myself I did not want to lose this black. Okay, it's out. All right, we got a lot of cover. I thought the ground here was like really mush, so I can move around a lot more. I thought it was mush, so taking that risk to get that bait back opened up some opportunities with this crawl. So I basically let it drift to the bottom, kind of let it sit, and just kind of see, because sometimes the fish will hit that even just barely at the bottom. So you want to make sure you check that. Let's get the popping. Got to bring it in. I'm working with the current, so I'm moving it based on the current. My bait is drifting a little bit. Do some light pops. Ready for that big Jamongo hit. For a bass to swim in and take a crack at the crawl, baby. Come on. That's what fishing's about, taking risks, man. Figuring things out. What works, what doesn't work. All right. We're looking nice with that crawl. Look at that. Just like that. All right. Gonna get back out there with one more swing. Real. Giving me some trouble. I'm gonna try just dragging it on the bottom. So I'm just dragging it. Some light pulls. Mimic that crawl motion. Ready for that hit. Hit some stumps. All right. All right, time for us to switch-a-rooney and work the one bait that always works for sure every time. And that is the worm. I tell myself I got to keep a worm tied on. And so we're gonna work this last bait of the day. And this is a, what does this say? Oh, zoom worm, brown worm, 2/0 hook with a swivel and a drop shot to keep that bait nose down. So it looks like a worm just trying to dig its way out of danger, at a potential fish trying to eat it. So we're gonna get that at the bottom. Oh, nice cast. So Let that sink to the bottom. Right now I'm just checking it to see if it's hit the bottom. Man. I can't feel it at the bottom yet. All right, with this, it's real simple, self-explanatory. You just pop it at the bottom, man. 2 pops, let it sit. Pop, let it sit. Working with this current, so being careful. Basically just keep it at the bottom. As you can see it, it's like 2 pops, let that sit. Let it sit. You see that? Let it sit. And you see that swivel's keeping it at the nose down. So we're gonna get back out there. I'm gonna kind of wait, man, a little bit to make sure I'm at the bottom. I can't really tell. If I'm at the bottom. This, what I'm using is really light, so the current is sending me somewhere, hoping to a big 10-pounder. Come on. This current is dragging me, man. All right, we're gonna get out of here. That current is dragging me. I can't even feel myself at the bottom. So we're gonna get into some open area. Let me see how far. Well, this would be all right. I'm gonna throw against the current to get some distance out. Let me wiggle that bait. Boy, this current is like moving. What I do not like is current. Current. And make sure I don't sink. All right, we're sinking. Oh, it's too much sinkage. All right, we're gonna get out of here. This is too much current, and the ground is sinking. So we're gonna make our exit point up out of here. Let me give me one more. Let me try to get one more shot down this middle here. Let's see if somebody's close range. Okay, I'm on some ground. Of course, my line's tangled. It's tangled real bad. I gotta get this line untangled. You It's tangled extremely bad. I do not want it to get too wrapped up. Alrighty. Alright, I had no chance of getting anything on that because I was getting carried by the current. So, get that last go. Somebody picked me off. This looks like a nice area, man. You just work your way on down around the corner and stuff. And all right, guys, we are out of here for today. I will be back here at, I can't think of the name right here. I will be back at Tuckaseegee Park on the next go round. This weather stays good. I'll be back here today. And always, folks, keep it popping.